Good afternoon to all of you, and thank you to join this session again. So I welcome you all again, and now I'm welcoming Sucheta Ramchandra ma'am, a librarian KV Southern Command Pune. She'll tell us about how to inculcate reading habits among students. Okay, I welcome you ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now you're audible and your voice is clear.
Yes, thank you. Actually, due to network connectivity, twice I had joined. Good afternoon to everyone. Am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Respected John sir, respected Firoz Khan principal sir, and all the learned colleagues. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Sucheta Chandan Shive, librarian of Kendriya Vidyalaya Southern Command Pune. So, afternoon session is assigned to me regarding inculcation of reading habit. So, this is the very most important era of present situation. As the national education policy, government has just announced in 2020, and after 34 years gap, by removing disparities of earlier education policy, they had taken lead, they had taken initiative to improve the learning level of children, and for that purpose they plan and they had made the changes in education policy. I would like to tell you the one fact. As compared to China, we have schools 3 times than China. Near about 14 crore 91,462. This figure I had taken from one of the webinar which was conducted on national education policy during 2021-22. So during that webinar, CBSE's personality, being an educationalist, she had done the survey, and she's on higher post at CBSE. She had brought this figure. Schools in India is 3 times than China, and while going through the achievement of India and China student, it has been observed only 20% achievements are seen in our children. So that's why government has taken initiative, frame new policy, and after 34 years of gap, they had launched the National Education Policy 2020 with provision of fundamental numeracy and literacy, usage of regional language, introduction of vocational courses, and ECC, early childhood care. So, while going through the national education policy, CBSE also has taken initiative, and they had changed the question paper pattern. They had changed the exam pattern. They had introduced 30% conceptual based question in class 9 to 12. And as per that, class 1 to 8, they had launched one session. You must be remembering and participating in those activities, that is a 100 days reading campaign. And before that, last year they announced Read India celebration. So Read India celebration all over the India, near about 3,25,000 students enroll for those activity, and first stage result we have seen only 12 students from KV was selected from all over the India. So while going through this figure, we had to work from this basic foundation level of reading habit. And here you must be knowing about the 100% promotion from class 1 to 8. Due to that, our children are habitual. They know anyway they will be going to or reaching to next class, whether they will prepare or not. So this mentality we need to change, and for that CBSE also has taken initiative, and they had changed conceptual based question paper pattern. 30% questions will be other than textbook, and 70% questions will be on 100% syllabus. So children has to go for 100% syllabus. With that, children should have that reading habit which will enhance their 4 skills that CBSE going to check. First one is a critical thinking skill, second one is a creative thinking skill, third one is a conceptual clarity, fourth one is an analytical skill. If any real life application is given to that child, The child should be able to analyze their itself. The child should be able to criticize their itself. The child should have that creative thinking skill. Child should have that analytical skill. Child's concept should be clear. So in this way, they are trying to make our children, just before coming to exam, they should come with their brain. We must have studied such pattern. We have prepared the questions from textbooks, lessons, what exercise given. But now children need to prepare word to word, line to line preparation. Children, they should not leave means they should not depend on the exercises what are given on the lesson. They should go through the lesson thoroughly, at least say 6 to 7 times they should read that lesson. They should understand it and they should understand the concept. So any question from any word teacher can frame, and child should be able to express that question. Conceptual based question, 30% will be given in the form of paragraph, in the form of case study. Real life application examples will be given there. The child should have that capacity to deal with that, and there itself, by reading that passage, reading that case study, child should able to answer the questions what are raised on 30% conceptual based question. So that's why different activities started in our KVS also. And our KVS has taken initiative to participate in 100 days reading campaign. Every week they are conducting the collecting the report. Every week reminders given to each and every school. But even though due to this pandemic, reading habit, then reading, even physically we are not meeting, it was very difficult to reach out the children. But technology has given privilege. It was blessing for us to connect number of students in fraction of second. You must have seen within a 30 minutes or 40 minutes period, we are just reaching out 40 to 50 students. But this technology has given opportunity to connect with all the children by reaching their doorstep. So this pandemic means it has given opportunity to all the librarians to empower themselves. So here I would like to take you to my presentation. Introduction part, just I would like to bring you, because we need to work at basic foundation level and we should get ready with that mission. At least basic फंडामेंटल लिटरेसी मीन्स बच्चे को एटलीस्ट उतना पढ़ना आना चाहिए, एटलीस्ट बेसिक कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए उतनी न्यूमरेसी आनी चाहिए. इस हिसाब से इवन यूसेज ऑफ रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस, so it has concept has taken by national education policy, at least child should understand and in their mother tongue and they should express. And here question comes, whatever they read they should be able to express in their own words. This is the basic requirement of reading habit. Once they get it, whatever they read, they came in such situation to express in their own words. This is our success. The child started expressing and the child starts loving that reading books. Child starts expressing, and our KVS CCA activity, it has given exposure, and library comes under co-scholastic area, which is not in curriculum. It's a co-curricular activity which are the outside the classroom. So library has given provision. We don't have particular syllabus. We have to develop the reading habit. We have to make them whatever they read, they should start expressing in their own words without any hesitation. And all children are not same, or different children are there. So that's why we have to frame our activity as per that. Some are good at writing, some are good at expressing, some are good at drawing, some are good at writing, some are good at speaking. So like that way we have to plan our activity. My screen?
Yeah, madam. Visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much. So let us move ahead with session. I will try to give justice at my level. Thank you very much for inviting this session and this inculcation of reading habit, that library ignites a passion for reading. So let us move ahead. Library as an engine of change, promoting reading, and we used to follow these 5 laws of library science given by Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, the father of library science. So here, inculcation of reading habit, these laws we had to implement here. And in KVS libraries, with Kendriya Vidyalayas, libraries are considered as a nerve center of knowledge, which serve the student, staff members with needed information resources and act as a vital partner in collaborative learning activities. The role of librarian in academic achievement of student is indisputable. And in present 21st century learning environment, students need to be equipped with essential skills. Promoting reading as a product. Okay, what does promoting reading as a product looks like for you? And it's definitely its benefit for libraries. It defines purpose, extends outreach, enhance footfalls, immediate use and use of technology. The greatest gift is passion for reading. It is cheap, it is console, it distracts, it excites, it gives you knowledge of world and experience of the wide kind. It is a moral illumination, said by Elizabeth Hartby. Okay, as per the NCF 2005, it highlights the importance of libraries that should serve as a place for holding discussions, storytelling, should have child-friendly ambience. Means child should get the friendly atmosphere in the library with positive ethos. Good lighting, sitting arrangement should be comfortable. It should help developing reading habit as a goal of library. As per NCF 2005 guidelines, it suggests us that the use of library to one period a week, it seldom allows children to cultivate a taste for reading. Such a limited exposure takes away from children opportunities to handle book and talk with them. The research reveals that students are likely to spend more time reading when they are in classroom with adequate classroom libraries. And novelty is the key to motivation, that thus the content of class library should change frequently. Means change book set should be changed frequently in class box libraries, and libraries ambience, what a more used books should be kept at front. The children requires a literary rich environment to develop as a proficient reader and writer. Libraries in Kendriya Vidyalaya, they are considered as a nerve center, just I shared with you. Library is not a building stacked with books. It is a repository, source of information, ideas, a place for learning and inquiry and for the generation of thoughts. Creation of new knowledge. Librarian carefully consider these key issues. How could library encourage children to take interest in book? Given that all the school students find reading challenge, how could a range of multisensory approaches and resources be introduced and utilized? How could links to the wider community be developed? And how could we make library inviting, stimulating, relaxing and reassuring? How could space be best used, bearing in mind the need of flexibility? So if we consider these key issues, it will be more beneficial. But right now, children are with distraction, browsing the internet due to pandemic. They were addicted. Right now they are addicted to technology. It's difficult to take out mobile from child's hand. Browsing the internet frequently, watching television, gaming console. Even I face difficulty. My child is in 9th class. If I remove one game, next game is installed in mobile. So like that, even I am started taking out mobile from his hand. So then it's very difficult to take out this technology from children. Instant messaging. We too are addicted with phone. Once we get up, just we go, we in spite of praying God or doing other activities, just we used to check our mobile first. So this distraction everyone is facing here. School librarian promotes reading and literacy. So we are going to color, this is the framework I had prepared. So first we need to concentrate on organization of knowledge and library ambience. So the library should be cozy, vibrant, welcoming. Child should feel to visit it again and again. Innovative morning assembly. Nowadays children are not coming to library. So we are reaching out, we are getting opportunity within a day, we are meeting 4-5 classes or 6 classes. But if we will reach to morning assembly in innovative way by taking library, then it will be very easy to promote our reading or literacy amongst children. Social networking and marketing of library programs and products, raising awareness and promotion of library services and products. I'll be coming to those points, just I'm taking out the framework. So I'll be showing you the slides under those heading what activity we can conduct. Online co-curricular activities, online debate, means due to pandemic we got this opportunity. We never thought about this opportunity before that. Even we thought this debate and other things, this is not our area, it comes under CCA. But I had taken benefit of this during pandemic, and we have conducted twice online debate competition. And topics I would like to share with you, it's on reading only. We have conducted author meet, we have launched the book launch, poetry book launch, poet meet, poet books we launch, then magic show also we conducted for class 6. Then parents help we had taken to how to gain concentration from few parents who working as a scientist. Then stories from folk tales, food stories. Then we have prepared e-content on e-Diksha portal, NDL. Then we have taken digital tour to book exhibition on different celebration. So these celebration we used to do every year, and YouTube channel launch with e-content prepared by library. Then podcasting we started because children fed up with the screen, so they are not ready to read. So reduce their screen time. We started podcasting with voice modulation, read out stories for children, event celebration through podcasting. Anyway, we are trying to reach out children at their doorstep. Virtual libraries, number of virtual libraries prepared level wise, class wise, event wise. Then Wacklet also, it's very easy, just sharing the link, building the collection event wise, level wise, and different quizzes conducted. So let us move to main topic, inculcation of reading habit. It is very important to develop reading habits in child, as these inculcates positive imagination, creative thinking in the child, makes the brain more active, and these good habits will help children to become stronger readers and students. And first step is developing positive reading habit with child. Here, creating reading environment in the school is a responsibility of principal, teacher. They must understand impact of reading on student achievement and importance of reading culture. So school should provide the best library services and its resources. And by tying hand together by teacher and librarian with collaborative work, they can give some suggested list for student they should read out these books during this month. Other way, any book can be recommended or announced in the assembly by principal, by teacher, by librarian. At least child will try to find out that book, child will go through at least few pages as their authority, as their teacher, as their librarians had recommended them. And displaying quotes about reading in school corridors and in library. A home without book is like tree without birds. In the morning, it was said by Sir Firoz Khan sir, the room without book, the body without soul. So like that, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies, and the man who never read lives only one, said by George R.R. Martin. And a book is a gift, you can open it again and again. So like this way, we had to ignite the mind of children by displaying quotes on reading, displaying notices of reading events, challenges, incentives in the school, visiting authors, book awards, or awarding the best story written by children. We keep conducting different event, if we start displaying it on notice board, if we start displaying the reader of the month, we start challenging the children who will accept the challenge, who will read more books, those children will be awarded during annual day, and those children's photos will be uploaded on library's website, social networking account. So like this way we have to motivate and inspire children. Photos of children reading, staff reading and other reading role models, we can catch them while reading. Announce during our arrangement period, if class found reading, those class will be awarded, and class will be given one set of books which we received in incentive we can give to those children. Just I said in the morning assembly, if authority, principal recommend a book of the week, children will try to read it. In your school corridor, notice boards, you could display signs pointing to the library, footprints heading in that direction, how many steps to the library. As it is said, library should be heart of institution, it should be centrally located. So like this way we have to display the signs to reach out, a guide way to reach out the library. Notice with the library opening hours and students on duty in the library. At the college and in university, they earn and learn scheme under children comes and contribute for 1 hour, 2 hour, and they keep helping indexing books. So like this way provision can be done in KVS at least during CCA period, during free period at least 2 children can come, and so like this way they will get interest while indexing book, and they will start at least touching those book. They will try to find out their own interested book or interested area. So library quiz of the week, it can be conducted. Then information about new books coming to library and upcoming events can be announced. Ensuring library in the school is well resourced and well used for event. लाइब्रेरी की कलेक्शन बिल्ड करने की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लाइब्रेरियन की है. So by taking requirement of children, by taking care of their requirement of teacher and student, collection can be builded, and as per their requirement, latest edition can be updated in the library. And as per the event, as such we keep conducting social science exhibition. We used to get one state and one country, so like that way we keep building collection on those area, science congress for those area. So we keep building and updating our library's collection and make it well resourceful. It is the most important that teachers collaborate with librarian, and the library is used as an essential resource for their literacy program and initiative. Any list given by teacher with the help of library, if they collaborate, a librarian can play as a role as a co-manager between student and teacher. So this literacy program can be initiated here. Inculcating love for reading among students. Read yourself. If you want our children to develop reading habit, then we must read ourselves, and they must see us reading. Children follow their teacher. They think they are their ideal person, so they follow us. So we should be leader in reading. So keep busy yourself in reading, and whatever you read, keep sharing with children. Once you started sharing, you will come to know how children comes forward and they keep discussing with you, and whatever they read, they keep sharing with you. So keep rapport like this way. Have quality discussion with children. Read not only for pleasure but also to gather information, knowledge, understanding instructions, and even connecting with others. When the children see us reading, they too will develop these habits and start reading themselves. So lead by example. Okay, our children pick up us most of their habits from us, and it is therefore very important as a teacher to be careful to inculcate positive attitude towards important habits such as reading, literacy, acquiring knowledge. Discuss what you have read. Just I said, discuss with child what he or she is reading. It may not be only story book always. The teacher must discuss in class similarities between stories or event they have read about, and see what children like to read, particular genre, author, encourage him or her to cultivate it. Develop the culture of discussion in groups in the classroom. Okay, broaden the child's surrounding, develop positive environment in the class so that child feel free to ask any question related to what he is reading. Share your experience about reading. Just I discuss with here. I'll be taking it fast. Let your children choose. Let them choose what they want to read. Initial monitor them the content to be done by the teacher. Instead of dictating what to read, let your child choose his her own reading material. We will be in hurry to distribute book to 50 children in 40 minutes, but try to make 2 monitors and send 10 children at a time to the rack. Let them select book as per their choice. Forcefully, if we give any book, that child will not read. So child's interest need to be taken care here. And if you will give monitor to monitorize how they index, how they pick up the book, how while indexing spine should be our side, and they should take care of book. So like that we keep instructing and give them at least 5 to 10 minutes time to select book. So if we give them time, they will take interest and they will find out their taste from collection. Forcefully, if you take one bundle and take this book, if you will forcefully do, child will not take interest. So give them freedom. Keep each and every rack open to them. Let them enjoy that collection. Let them touch that book because it is meant for children. Library and students are symbiotic. Without symbiotic relation, without books, students are incomplete, and without student, library is incomplete. So let them interact with them. Let them find out their choice. So give them freedom, let them choose their book. Let your child choose his or her own reading material and be sure to be there to support them out if they need any help. And just give them orientation, how collections are organized, where which subject rack, and tell them if you find any difficulty, let me know your subject area, just I will tell you the rack and you can find out. Reward them. Keep a visible record of achievement of child, as this is the very successful way to motivate child to develop reading habit. Teacher can develop games out of the books that child has read by dictating on the number of books he or she has to read to reach out the top position. Game can conclude all students of the class and will also help in making reading as a shared experience for whole class. This method can also be used to introduce your child to different genre of the books. Here we have done like this. We started word building game. We started making groups amongst boys and girls, and we started that those conducting such events, they started gaining word capacity. And we made condition this like assembly, we should do the conversation in regional language, English and Hindi. So like this way, each and every child is getting command on those languages. Go beyond books. Development of reading does not necessarily have to come only from reading books. Make child take note of small information on the notice board. Encourage them to read advertisement. Ask them to read banner and other boards they see and while coming to school. So this is the basic literacy skill they should get. Even you must have observed our kids while going out or outing time, they used to try to read the boards, whatever, running from bus and from vehicle while walking. So like this way, curiosity should be there to read out each and every caption whatever they had seen. Use drama. Children love nothing more than acting. So here I would like to tell you, take any story, make groups, and story enactment you can plan here. So under this 100 days reading campaign, 14-week activity was the story enactment amongst the groups. Mass participation should be there. So like skit presentation, story enactment I used to conduct, and this is very nice idea. So let them act, let them play that role in whatever characters in that story. Here we had done class 5's one of the poem which was just enacted for under 100 days reading campaign, because every child was not having same book to read within a week and enact. So they requested, madam, we know this poem, we know the characters, we will make it, and we done that very nicely, and it was very difficult to do the practice. Then one girl, she narrated everything, and other they just enacted. So like that way we started doing the drama or enactment story. As a reading habit has to be developed consciously by the parents, teachers during early years of child. Once this habit is inculcated, then children tend to further develop taste, preferences, genre, authors on their own. And once child understand the connection between the reading and other wider historical, political context of reading, they will gradually develop love and appreciation for reading. Here I would like to take you can conduct book talk session at any time. In morning assembly also you can take, read aloud book to children. We used to conduct those activity thrice a year. We used to sit together and read together, reading together, read aloud activity, then have discussion, then increase opportunity for looking at talking about books. Whatever they read, if they are willing to express in their own words in 5 minutes, that is the benefit. Whatever they read, at least whatever they grasped, at least they are willing to express in their own words. And like this way, book talk, book review presentation, storytelling session is very much needed. Creating engaged readers involve commitment in the developing a school wide reading culture and actively encourages, supports and model reading for pleasure. Fluent and reflective reading improves literacy, social skill, well-being and enables in independent learning. The outcomes of readings are shown more strongly for reading is enjoyable in first instance, and reading for pleasure is so important. Here I would like to jump the presentation because I would like to take you to my activities, what I am taking, so which will help you. Just I told you to make library ambience, create that atmospheric that child should feel to enter library and visit it again and again. My screen is visible to you, na? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, visible. Yes, madam, it is visible.
Okay, I'll be taking fast to few slides. I will be skipping, sir, because main important is what activity we can conduct under library. Let them come to know they must be doing it, but they can do it like this way. Ambience, then display, at least whatever magazines and newspaper you procured, list out here. Let them read what magazines collection we have. So let them have glance to periodical collection. Then what are the library rules? Then how can they write book review? Here I had prepared this TLM, physical detail in one box, then next two box these books are categorized, if it is a story book, if it is a novel, and if it is a subject book. Every time while borrowing books I used to remind them, you should be able to write at least 10 lines, and whatever you have written at least you should be able to tell in 2 minutes. Whatever, at least physical detail or at least character, at least theme, opinion. And regarding novel and subject book, at least you should write down whether this book you referred first time, any new concept you learn, whether it was useful for your subject preparation. Like that, just I prepared question. At least child should write 2-3 sentences for that. This is the libraries committee we used to update here. Then how to issue and written procedure is given here. The total collection of library and the library science law. And here jacket section we used to do. Right now not doing it frequently, because since last 2 years everything was stopped. Mobile library visit you can take to primary by loading books. I have book trolley, so I used to decorate that trolley like a mobile library, and we used to visit to primary classes during children day, then during their Saturday fun fair. So during that day I used to take few children's help, and we used to visit 20 classes within a week. Hanging library concept, because donation drive we started, so whatever books or magazine we receive, every class we hanging library we started. So at least during free time they can keep themselves busy. And even children started donating books from their home, whatever they read, in spite of sending it, means pay send in spite of sending it in Radhi and all, paying it, it can be given to other children. Bringing out library to morning assembly in innovative way. Library means only issuing books and borrowing books and purchasing books, not like that. Librarian's role has changed. We had to empower ourselves and get ready. We have to be leader in marketing our library products. We should be able to bring our library services and products to morning assembly. We had to attract our users, our readers, let them know what new things reach to library. Even we have prepared song on library. With younger kids, primary students, it's difficult to understand the whatever library's information. So then I used to plan, if assembly is clubbed together, then one song or some small skit we used to prepare for primary classes. By making chart papers, every year more than 100-200 paper I used to buy. Then sketch pen and art integration had started 20 years back. So with the help of children I start preparing charts, drawings, and those we used to help here. Even children come in that story character costume also. So like this way, every poster we have prepared with the help of children. We had conducted reading together, we had taken pledge, we challenged children, and we had given them, they can visit library. If they start reading books can take them to different places. So you can see each poster, each pictures children had contributed. They are the part of library. With their help I am building collection for morning assemblies display, and now everything should be catchy, attractive to attract our user. So marketing, every field have different plan, but our field have, we should be leader, we should market our product, we should give them alert, we should market products and services in the morning assembly. So like this way, different event you plan, keep ready everything in back end and bring them at one platform, whether it is a digital or whether it's online or offline. Bring them at one platform, let them sit for at least 10 to 20 minutes, let them read together, let them enjoy this pleasure of reading. And whatever they read, invite anyone to come on stage and at least narrate for 2 minutes. We prepared these placards, benefits of reading, each benefit introduced in the morning assembly. One nation reading together we conducted since last 6 years, and we, by conducting this event under Scholastic, I had received 100 gift books, which are used books, but 100 gifted books to my library since last 4 years. And those books we distributed as a reward to children, because library don't have fund for giving prize or conducting any event. So those gifted books. Ha sir. Here I would like to show you this video. Can you see this screen, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
What can take you to a world of make-believe?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where spaceships fly and dinosaurs breathe.
I'm gonna read a book today.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Read a little every day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Honor every single page. You're gonna learn about the kings from long ago.
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or how Singapore came to be from days of old.
I'm gonna read a book today.
How can you learn how an airplane flies?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Or why a spider has a gazillion eyes?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Read a little every day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It's here every single page. How you gonna learn about the people from far away?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Learn how they work and how they play.
I'm gonna read a book today.
What can give you goosebumps or fill you with fright?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Where is a story that's sure to delight?
I'm gonna read a book today.
Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Read a little every day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Flash through every single page instead of turning on my TV set.
I'm gonna read a book today.
The further you read, the more exciting it gets.
I'm gonna read a book today.
I'm gonna read a book today. I'm gonna read a book today.
Read a book today.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Read a little every day. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?